Welcome fellow adventurers, I am Fox and in this video I will be covering Striker's Law Wielder of Gauntlet, Vambrace, and Guardbrace. If you like this video and would like to see more videos like this, do not forget to like and follow my channel and help the community grow. Strikers are hand-to-hand combatants who attained their skills through countless street brawls. From heavy punches to powerful kicks, their martial arts skills are matchless. After awakening, they can use the Guardbrace on both their arms, and can also summon echo spirits to ambush their enemies from all sides. Sling chandeliers, laughter of the noblewomen, mellow tunes and a feast of brew and food. This was my very first memory. Not too long after did the darkened house fill up with sorrows rather than laughter. With my little hands in my parents', I was soon on the ship sailing far east. I remember it clearly. Besides the foul stink on board, we were the unwelcomed nobles from Calphion met with glaring eyes. When the ship had finally reached unknown destination, 3 of us had become just one. The land filled with black hair as dark as their eyes. I was nothing but an outsider. For a weak boy picking through the garbage in the street markets, running into my quirky master was sheer luck. With him I wandered all over the continent and learned to be literate along with everything else. When my heart seems to have settled in this once unfamiliar land, I decided to enter the grand tournament, the only shot for an outsider and a brawler like myself to earn a fair title. I took the champion title. The grand tournament had granted me the chance to join the Western Frontiers, the guild of finest martial artists without segregation of any kind. I was somewhat ready. But for a vagabond who had not followed any rules and boundaries before, the communal life of strict principles felt like prison bars. My background as a blue-eyed foreigner had already received enough attention and discrimination, which put me in introspection. Reached and confused, I accepted my master's suggestion to head west to discover my roots. The place of my birth. The place with those in the same hair color and pupils. For someone like me who drew attention everywhere I went, getting on board the ship set sail for Gomanari was the journey to find the ordinary out of an extraordinary life. Martial arts of the fist with the longest history in the Orient is the one involving the movements of the tiger, panther, snake, monkey, and crane. Master had told me it all started when the weak mankind, shuddering under the greatness of nature, started mocking the bestial motions of the birds and brutes, in hopes of gaining some force to stand against nature itself. The martial arts I trained follows the foundation of such bestial traditions, enhanced with sharp weapons and constructive training. Though in no records could I prove I had come close to matching the great powers of nature and the savages. Even my master had told me there was no more to be learned. This was it. This was when I felt I had come to a halt and hit the barrier. If I could ever go back to the times before the discovery of metal and fire, where only the strong will to survive against the brutal world existed, will I be able to surpass my limitations? This question mark haunted me all through the lonesome voyages on sea. When I had finally disembarked at Calphion, the worries to find my true roots soon melted away as my days went by buried in the crowd of blue eyes and golden hairs. But this is when yet another desire started blazing up inside. The urge to reach the ultimate realm of martial arts. I needed to be the master of fighting. I settled down on a small valley in southern Calphion and went into meditation and training right away. 3 years had passed. My days were spent studying the birds and brutes of Calphion, and trying to imitate their behaviors and motions. This was when I felt enlightened by an unknown force. I wanted to embrace the newly found energy, resembling that of the elementary nature. But this started going into conflict with all the energy I had attained from my years of training. 6 years had passed. Everything had changed, if not in the stage of transition. My breathing had changed completely, and I was letting energy of nature flow naturally within my entire body. The concept sounded simple. Putting it into action was a whole different story. Years of old habits got in the way of the hypergastric breathing, and it was hard to tell if I was actually grasping such energy of nature. But when I finally got around to master the breathing, I could feel the fusion of explosive energies building up a harmony inside. 9 years had passed. The result was indeed beyond expectations. My hair speckled with white had regained the golden hue, and fresh teeth grew out. The energy of nature saw no limits. My movements flowing ever so naturally was pure martial art. I had reached a whole new realm. When I had felt nothing could stand in my way, I was neglecting my master's words that I should always take a step back to look around myself at the zenith of my days. Overwhelmed in the immense energy, I started losing control and getting drained in the labyrinth of energy. The energies I had thought to be fused were just covering up one another, colliding incessantly in a wild vortex. I felt split up, stuck in between the energies old and new, until the newly acquired energy, the spiritual alter ego, embodied itself out of my body, and though I tried to contain the energy, failed to do so over and over again. I felt hopeless and defeated under my own projection. And this was when I remembered the promise with my master. We had promised to meet in Goma Naru around this time of our lives. Sure, I would receive the answer I need. I was already off to meet my master before dawn. Put my arrogance behind, receive the teachings of the master again. The great master will see right through me and give me a solution. Little did I know I was never to meet my master again. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more lore on different classes of Black Desert Online, do not forget to like and subscribe. Let's aim for 100 likes. Thanks and God bless you all.